Your soil is dying. And that $50 bag of fertilizer you just bought, it is making it worse. But what if I told you, for less than $2, using 3 ingredients from your kitchen, you can attract an entire army of earthworms that will rebuild your soil from the inside out. And they will do it in 24 hours. Here is the truth most people never hear. Most struggling soil is not hungry. It is lifeless. You can dump bags of fertilizer on it year after year, and nothing changes, because you are feeding a body that has no heartbeat. But the difference here is not another chemical. The difference is biology. Today, I am going to show you a formula so simple, so cheap, that it almost feels like cheating. 3 kitchen ingredients, $2, and 24 hours. That is all it takes to wake the soil back up. This story begins in 1939, in a small farming region of Brazil. A man named Elio Bra noticed something strange. Every time he poured leftover sugarcane wash near his crops, the ground came alive overnight. Earthworms appeared by the hundreds. The soil turned dark and spongy. His neighbors thought he was crazy, but his harvests told a different story. Around the same time, Amish farmers in Pennsylvania were doing something remarkably similar. They would pour diluted molasses around their orchard trees, and the earthworm population would explode within days. So what happened? Why did most of the world forget about this? The answer is simple. After the Second World War, chemical factories needed new customers. Synthetic fertilizer was cheap to produce and easy to sell, and slowly, these older methods were set aside. Not because they failed, but because convenience was easier to market. Years ago, I visited a small farm on the outskirts of town. The owner was a woman in her 70s, retired, living alone, tending about half an acre. What caught my attention was the soil. It was dark, soft, almost spongy under my boots. I asked her what fertilizer she used. She laughed. She said she had not bought a single bag in over 10 years. Not one. Then she showed me her secret. A 5-gallon bucket behind her shed. Molasses, a pinch of yeast, a bit of sugar, and water. She poured it around her beds once a month. The earthworms did the rest. That was the day I stopped fighting my soil and started feeding it. But how does a simple bucket of sugar water actually call worms from underground? The answer is in the chemistry. Here is what happens beneath the surface. When you mix molasses and yeast with water, they begin to ferment. That fermentation produces carbon dioxide, CO2, which seeps into the soil. Earthworms are incredibly sensitive to CO2. To them, it is like a dinner bell. It signals that organic matter is breaking down nearby, which means food. The sugar in the mix feeds soil bacteria. Those bacteria multiply rapidly, and where bacteria thrive, earthworms follow. You are not just attracting worms, you are building an entire underground ecosystem. To attract the biggest builders in the soil, you begin by feeding the smallest. And in case you are wondering, earthworms do not eat living roots. They feed only on decaying organic matter, dead leaves, old mulch, spent roots. Your living plants are completely safe. Think of earthworms as the cleanup crew, not the demolition team. If that just changed the way you think about soil, subscribe so you do not miss the recipe coming next, because it is almost embarrassingly simple. Here is the recipe. And I want you to pay attention to how simple this is. Start with a clean 5-gallon bucket. Fill it with water. If you are using tap water, let it sit out overnight. That gives the chlorine time to evaporate, because chlorine kills the very microbes we are trying to grow. Next, warm the water slightly. Not hot, just lukewarm. Around 85 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Then add 1 teaspoon of unsulfured blackstrap molasses per liter of water. Now this is important. It must be unsulfured blackstrap, not regular molasses, not table syrup. Blackstrap has the iron, the potassium, and the sulfur that soil bacteria love. Next, add 1 teaspoon of dry active yeast and half a cup of raw sugar. If you want to boost it even more, add a small splash of apple cider vinegar or a handful of used coffee grounds. Stir it well, then let it rest for 1 to 2 hours in a warm, shaded spot. When you see foam rising to the surface, that is your signal. The fermentation is active. Your brew is ready. Total cost? About $2. That is less than a single bag of fertilizer. And it does something fertilizer never could. It invites life back into the ground. And here is some good news for pet owners. Every single ingredient in this formula is food grade, completely safe for dogs, cats, and grandchildren. If your pet likes to dig in the garden, just cover the treated area with a layer of mulch. Problem solved. Now, how you apply this matters. Pour the formula in the late afternoon or early morning, never in the midday sun. Pour it directly onto the soil around the base of your plants, not on the leaves. Let it soak in. Then after dark, grab a flashlight and check. If you see tiny holes in the surface, that is movement. That is life returning. I will be honest with you. My backyard soil was embarrassing. The kind that cracks wide open in July and turns into a swamp in November. I called the worst patch the parking lot because nothing grew there. I had tried everything. Bags of compost, gypsum, peat moss. My back ached from all the digging, and the soil barely changed. Then I mixed this formula for the first time, poured it on the parking lot. I did not dig. I did not till. I just poured it on and walked away. The next morning, I went out with a flashlight before sunrise. The surface had tiny holes I had never seen before. Within a week, I started seeing castings, little dark mounds of worm activity. And within a month, that parking lot soil was darker, softer. And when I pushed my finger into it, it actually gave way. No shovel required. Here is what you can expect. Day 1, small holes in the surface. Week 1, visible castings. Month 1, soil noticeably darker and softer, from concrete to chocolate cake. Now, wherever you are in the world, this works. If you are in a tropical zone, apply in the cooler evening hours, year-round. If you are in a temperate climate, spring and fall are your sweet spot, when the soil is warm and moist. If you are in a cold zone, wait until the soil thaws. Worms go dormant below the frost line. And if you are in a dry or arid region, pre-soak the soil first, then apply the formula. Then mulch heavily to hold the moisture in. And the best part, no bending, no heavy lifting, no rototiller. You pour it on and let nature handle the rest. Your back will thank you. Now here is where most people stop. They attract the worms, but they do not give them a reason to stay. The formula is the invitation, but the habitat is what turns a visit into permanent settlement. Cover your treated soil with a thick layer of organic mulch, leaves, straw, bark, whatever you have. This does three things. It holds moisture, it blocks heat, and it gives worms a constant supply of food as it slowly breaks down. Keep the soil moist, because earthworms breathe through their skin. If the soil dries out, they go deeper, or they leave, and stop deep tilling. If you need to loosen the soil, use a gentle garden fork. Worms reproduce fast when they are fed and sheltered. Give them that, and they will do the heavy lifting for you. Reapply the formula every 2 to 3 weeks during the growing season. After 2 to 3 months, the worm population becomes self-sustaining. You will not need to do anything but maintain the mulch. And in winter, stop application and add an extra layer of mulch to keep them insulated. Now that you have invited worms into your garden, let us make sure you know who is who. The worms you want to see are red wigglers and night crawlers. They move calmly through the soil, tunnel deep, and leave behind dark, nutrient-rich castings. There is one type to watch for, especially if you live in the northeastern United States or southeastern Canada. Jumping worms. They stay near the surface, move with a thrashing motion, and leave the soil looking like dry coffee grounds. If you spot them, do not move them to other beds. Keep them contained. But here is the good news. The vast majority of worms you will attract with this formula are exactly the allies your garden needs. You do not need a lab. You do not need a store. 3 ingredients from your kitchen and a little patience. That is all it takes to wake up an entire ecosystem beneath your feet. This is not a product someone is selling you. This is knowledge. And once you learn it, no one can take it away from you. Remember that dry, lifeless soil we talked about at the very beginning. In 30 days, you will not recognize it. Where there was concrete, there will be life. Where nothing grew, you will see roots pushing through soft, dark earth. And you did not need a single bag of fertilizer to make it happen. Once you see the results, share this with a gardening friend. Better yet, mix a double batch and bring some to your neighbor. That is how communities grow, one bucket at a time. If this changed the way you think about your soil, hit subscribe and join us right here. We have so much more to share with you. And tell me in the comments, what does your soil look like right now? Hard as concrete, already seeing signs of life, or somewhere in between? I read every single comment, and I would love to hear your story. The earth is still listening. It still responds to respect. Go give it a reason to wake up.